Devon, tell us all about Akibeka and what it stands for.
Well, the word actually, the both words came from the book of Enoch. And rather than just telling you what I think, I'll just read what Enoch's book says of these two words, Aki and of Becca. You know, this is the number of the Kestel, the principal part of the oath which the Most High, dwelling in glory, revealed to the holy ones. Its name is Becca. He spoke to holy Michael to discover to them the sacred name, that they may understand the secret name and remember the oath, that those who pointed out every secret thing to the children of man might tremble at that name and at that oath. This is the power of the oath, for powerful it is and strong. And he established this oath of Aki by the instrumentality of the holy Michael. And these are the secrets of this oath, and by it they were confirmed. Heaven was suspended by it before the world was made forever. By it the earth has been founded upon the flood, while from the concealed part of the hills the agitated waters proceed from the creation to the end of the world. By this oath the sea has been formed, and the foundation of it. During the period of its fury, he established the sand against it, which continues unchanged forever. By this oath the abyss has been made strong, nor is it removable from its station forever. By this oath the sun and the moon complete their progress, never swerving from the command given to them forever and ever. By this oath the stars complete their progress, and when their names are called, they return an answer forever and ever. So, in terms of what is the meaning of these words to I personally, it's the things that are intrinsic, the things that our heart knows already I must be forever and ever, never to swerve away and never to change. So within what these words mean from Enoch's book to what they mean in my personal living life, I find them to be congruent and fitting right now for what I must be, you know.
Definitely give thanks for that. All right, like you just said about fitting for you in your journey through life and stuff like that.
Yes.
You know, based on the profound following that you've secured throughout your career and your life, as I call you a prophet and a teacher, because that's what you are to me. I'll tell you always that you're like my hero, understand? Because I really live up to what you stand for, what you teach, and always the blessings and the knowledge that you pass on. What do you think has been the resonating fact and the consistency for your career, and that why you have such a strong, some people call it a cult following, I just called it a following because I'm one of those followers. What do you think contributes to that solid foundation?
Well, I think that the information that I use musically, I think that it's inborn in all of the people. It just depends on who's ready internally to take a look at it and take a listen. And the people to whom these sounds resonate would have to acknowledge that His Majesty would be represented in everything, because Haile Selassie is the reason that I even came to certain knowledge or understanding at all. It's like the book of John in the Bible, which say, howbeit that when the Spirit of truth is come, he will not speak of himself, but he will speak of me, who sent him, and he will show you the things to come.
Right.
So, even from an ancient record from 2000 and more years ago, it was known that a comforter will come and he will not speak of himself. You know, so His Majesty really helped for me to delineate in the fine lines the work that I'm supposed to do. And I think it's already inborn, as I said, in others to have these questions, you know.
Right.
And just like TIME is time, and the same word says EMIT in it. And TIDE is tide, and the same word says EDIT, edit. It's the same way that both polarities are present in the words, in the lives of the people, the polarities. And somehow or the other, the Almighty give I the vision to see these things and to try to make them obvious to the people who have the very same questions and who are very much like myself, whether they know it or not, or whether I know it or not.
True that.
Amen.
That's a true reasoning. You know, like what you just said, the knowledge that you always pass on to me based on that grammar write down, the breakdown of words with the vibration of what words mean and how they stand for and resonate to people. Taking that into account, how do you see ways to send a message to the youth, to empower our youth, to really help us to lift the veil? Because that's what you do for me all the time. You lift the veil, like what you just broke down with the EDIT, TIDE, tide is the edit, because that shows just how people are focused more on spelling and spell, for lack of a better word and term, and more so than vibration, which is what we should go back to, the word, sound, power, the vibration. What would you give us a message to the youth about that in today's society?
Well, in this language that we speak called English, where there's twice 13, 26 letters, and because thought is internal talk and talk is external thought, because of those things, it's tangible, checkable, knowable, searchable. In terms of, look at CONE is cone. The same word is ENOC, Enoch. COVE is cove, and the same word is EVOC, evoke. So I would say that because in the code it's tangible, the language as a code is tangible, I would put it before the young people today, and depending upon their age and stage of their soul and their zeal, they may be interested, they may not be. But for the most part, time has proven that people have a lot more inside than they judge by. You know, many times people are judged before anyone even talks to you or even takes a listen to what your thoughts are. So many voiceless ones have a voice.
True.
You know, when they see that the same things that they think, they hear them in song, and things that seem esoteric or never spoken about. And I thought about that. And you would be very shocked to know that many of the people have thought these things. You know, and we just each taught to believe that we're so special and different, but the human beings are all special, you know, by the fact that each one has a thumbprint that's even individual. By the billions, you still get an individual thumbprint. That's the possibility of people listening and growth and changes and sameness. So this is a work that I do for enlightenment, you know, for world enlightenment, for my own enlightenment, you know. According to His Majesty Haile Selassie, I work, you know.
True that. You know, as myself and as Rockers Movement, you know, we do what we do to raise awareness and share knowledge through the arts, you know.
Yeah.
Really on a journey, you know, I don't like to use the word fight, but on a mission for, you know, just for world peace and to help those that can't help themselves. Do you see peace in our lifetime as something attainable? Like when we do this event, you know, we do this event in honor of Nelson Mandela, and he had this global fight for power, you know, just against